Good morning, my friends. This is Tanya at Sidegigcrafts, and I've got a project here today. We're doing a full deck challenge, card or deck number 2, card number 10, and I am very excited to get this going. How you guys doing? Oh my gosh, it feels like I haven't seen you for forever. Today's prompts for this card is green circles, staples, and words. So let's see what we can come up with. First thing we do, I don't have a plan. I kind of had some papers here on my desk. I love doing these projects, these prompts for the full deck challenge. If you guys do not know about the full deck challenge, go check out Shanuki Art. I will actually put the video link to the video for this particular card that she did in the description box below, so you guys can go check out what she did. She does amazing work, and if you haven't found her yet, you might want to. She's very inspiring. She's always coming up with or challenging us to use different techniques and all kinds of fun things. So she's where I get a lot of inspiration from. I really do enjoy her channel. So check her out. I'm going to pick this up because I got a little gluey mess everywhere. And yeah. Clean that up real quick. So first thing I do is layer this up. You guys, how you been? I've been on been gone for a little bit. Is this what I want to use? Yeah. I was trying to clean up in here and I threw this tissue away. I'm like, I'm not going to use it. And then I thought, you know what? I really need to do this card today. I'm really far behind on my challenge. On my card challenge, so I dug it back out and here we are. I like to leave little crinkles in my paper. Does make it interesting. And we're going to get this glued down, and then we'll kind of come up with a little bit of a plan. And yeah, so I've got some papers that are green here. And I've got my circle, which is funny. I just put my circle punches away and I thought, you know, I should watch the video and see if I might need one of those. But I don't know if I'm going to use circle punches, or I think I'd rather do it a different way. I've got to do circles, and I think I'd rather do it different. Circle punches is the easy way, right? Although it can be incredibly beautiful and wonderful, I think that's the easy way. So let's kind of this up again. We'll tear some of this off. Super easy to do when it's wet like that. Okay. I have a gluey mess over here on my desk. There we go. That part I can throw out. All right. Oops. And this part I can throw out because that's just a little shred we won't need today. We could use it, but probably not. Probably won't. There's a little bit of red on here showing up. I had a little bit of red from the print on the napkin, which is fine by me. Okay, that there. Let's see. I'm going to use some of these papers. These are scraps from a project I've been working on this week. I'm probably going to tear these into strips, I'm thinking. But I was thinking about using some of these. I really would love to use him, but I think he's just way too big. Unless I could trim him up. I really like him for this project. But let's see, since I'm enjoying that, let's see what else we've got. I've got some of these that I colored. Maybe I could add those in there. Let's see here. I gotta make sure I leave room for circles, don't I? What's this? This has circles in the pattern. This is a truck. Might be fun to somehow incorporate that. I'm gonna hold that one aside because I could put some kind of maybe circles on there. A lady with tea, no. You guys see these? I'm just try to go through these. What is that one? That's a collar. That's interesting. Ooh, is this one smaller? Ooh, I found a smaller one. there's a smaller one. All right, perfect. That's even better. There's a fan. There's lots of circles in here, aren't there? And here's an even smaller one. Don't want to go. I'm going to hold them aside because that would be cool. Shells, bugs. It's a dress form. There's a lady. I think the, ooh, that's cool. It's a card. There's a circle. Hold that aside. There's a small dude. Here's some watches that are circles, but I think I'm one of those. I'm not opposed. Birds, totes, birds, hats. What am I seeing? Fish? No. These are cool, aren't they? A nest, that's kind of cool. Flowers. All right, I think I've got enough pieces that are interesting that I could probably find a way to use them. So let's put these guys up. I'm gonna leave the biggest one out too, just in case I decide and we don't have to do this again. All right. And these are all Tim Holtz. I don't know. I have a really bad habit of taking the information out. I like to use those cards in the back. So I take the information out and then I don't know what they're called or anything. But I think that we've got some really cool things here that we can work with. I've got lots of green. Staples is no problem at all. Let's see here. All right, let's try this up. I've got my okay, so that's done. Some of that glue bubbled up. Did you guys see that? All right, so next, I'm thinking I kind of want to go with a brownish background, or at least grunge it up a little bit. So I think what we're gonna do is something a little different. Where's my water? There's my water. I'm gonna do this. Let's see what happens here. Just get that all nice and juicy. I don't want to waste that, so let's put that on. Ooh, an ATC card. Or two. I've got my little forms up here. We're just gonna do all kinds of crafts today. We'll start some ATCs apparently, because that'll be great. Having these little pieces cut ready to go for ATCs has been really nice. Okay, there's those. Those are extra, but we could use those possibly if we do it again. So let's use that wipe. All right, and I want to do some darker. Will this work as well with the water? Yes, perfect. Nice. Yep, that works great. That might activate the oxide again, and that's okay. These are going to look a little coffee dyed, aren't they? Just kind of wipe it up. Perfect. Now we've got some ATCs started. we need to put some words in there. I'm thinking the words need to go behind the guy because otherwise, or we could put, let's see, but my green is so dark, I don't think it'll show. These are just, like I said, these are just scraps off my desk. And I was thinking, just kind of do something like this. And we're going to get out my new dauber. Where is it? Oh, I haven't pulled it yet. Yes, I did. Hang on. Get one of my new ones. I made this. I made my dauber. I'm going to be making some more. I'm so excited to use them. I do need to put a staple in to secure the ends before I start. But I'm thinking this might actually work really well. All right. And I made them the size to fit the Ranger stampers on there so that they could be used together. And I love it because I wanted something that I didn't have to grip so tight. It would be a little easier on my hands. So I'm very excited about these. And that worked like a charm. Okay. I think I'm just going to throw that there. And I don't think I want to play with it too much. I think I'm just going to make the decision and glue it down. This paper's still wet though. I don't know if it's going to stick real well. Do I care if I cover up the number? I think I'm going to cover it a little bit. Should we tear some circles? We could tear some circles. Maybe. I don't know how good I am at tearing circles. I don't have any really exciting stories to tell you guys. I wish I did. Went back to work yesterday. Actually, I went back a couple days ago when I got back from my vacation. Nothing's new. Oh, they started the Christmas music already. I was not ready for that. Do you guys have Christmas music going on in your favorite stores already? Oh my goodness, I was not ready. I was not prepared. Let's see if I can get a circle out of this one. It's going to be tiny. I don't think so. All right, we'll skip that option. But we can still do a strip, right? Ooh, or rectangle. Don't worry, those won't go to waste, I promise. I like to use my scraps when I can, especially on stuff like this, because it's just sitting there. It's not specific what I need. I can usually make something work. It's kind of fun. I love doing what's on my desk kind of projects. I need to do more of that, more Wednesday what's on my desk. All right, and I think I'm going to do that. Let's glue this one down. Do these count for circles? I hope so. They do in my book. Nobody's going to come and tell me otherwise, I don't think. And then we'll put this one on here. I think I'm going to sew around those. But I think I'm going to have to dry that first. It was too wet, so it didn't stick. I gotta glue those back, but actually I'm gonna sew them anyway. Be right back. All right, you guys, here we go. So I did some sewing on there. I kind of left my threads. I think I'm gonna cut them a little smaller though. Let's see, where's my scissors? Here we go. Let me show you just a second here. I need to put some sewing scissors over there, and I need to clean those. Okay, so I did circles. They're wonky circles, and I did wonky stitching all the way around. That's exactly how I wanted it. Let's get some ink around these edges. I still feel like I'm gonna probably splatter this with black paint. Why am I using this one again? Give me back my pen. I knew I was doing something. I really love the way this feels. All right, so in fact, we're gonna kind of grunge that up a little more too. All right, that's so cool. Okay, let's get out. I don't know where things are. It's been too long. Let's see here. My paint, my grungy paint. I actually also have a bunch of stuff on my desk that I've been showing you guys that I need to put away. I haven't put it away yet. And my brush that I like to use for this one is right there. I see it. Mix that up. Oopsie. Hey, where's that? Ooh, I could just dab this in there. I mean, it would be just part of it, right? Why not? Here, we'll do that on that one too. In fact, why don't we get these out? We'll just splatter them all at the same time. To wipe a little bit of that off just so it's not too much. That works so much better. There. Okay. I'm going to dry these again. Put the lid on that because I will most likely spill it. I like to keep that far, far away from me when I'm working. All right, and let's go ahead and make this up quick. And then we'll dry that. Now, I was thinking, I still feel like I need more circles. And I feel like I can do that with a texture paste or something of that nature. Maybe ink would be better. And I know I have a stencil with circles. Let me see what I can find here, because I'm sure we can find some circles in here. Here's perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Perfect. Let's do that. All right. Now, for that, I'm going to need this little brush right here. And I want to use my darkest ink. This is the Walnut Stain. And we're just going to stencil on here. Look at that. Circles. What? Put some over here to balance it out. How easy was that? And I like that it's subtle. It's not too crazy. I'm not exactly sure where my pictures are going yet, so I'm just going to kind of do a lot of it here. Circles. Love it. All right, there's my circles. Is that grunge enough? I'm actually going to do that here too. Well, those aren't even dry. That one is. Mostly. It's going to have a little bit of wet spot. I don't think I care. Oh, well, maybe I should have cared. It'll get some of the ink off this brush too. That's cool. Look at that. Look at that. What a fun technique. This one's going to have some black in it too, but that's okay. Whoop. Did you see how I smeared the paint there? That's okay. Perfect. Look at, even that did it. Okay, so I didn't waste that. All right, so here we go. Next, we need to start putting these pictures on, right? I feel like I'm procrastinating. I feel like I went a little too heavy with over my green, so it's not green anymore. But I think we're okay. All right, so we've got the circles covered, so it won't matter how we do this. I'm kind of liking this size. I can cut him on the side here. What do I want with him? Do I want to put the car? That's too much, huh? But I do like those fern things or plants that we can kind of stick up. Be kind of fun still. I can grunge them up so that they kind of blend better. Something like that, maybe. Maybe that one's too much. Okay, let's grunge him up and we'll work from there. I don't like all this white down here. I just don't. Come on. There we go. Makes so much difference when there's actually ink on your pad. Let's try to smudge him up a little bit, not try to get too much on him. But that stark white is too much, right? Some color there. All right, so he's there. I do still need to do staples. Don't let me forget that. I think we're going to staple these plants on, or this plant on. But I also kind of want to mess this up a little bit. It's too flat. Is that better? Way better. Okay, so let's do that. I still want to use this one. Oh, and words. I got to do words. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's coming together. We're getting there. We're getting there. Maybe we put both of these like this so that there's lots of dimension, or I can even go up that way. We can put him here. I'm going to put him up a little bit, so we'll put some foam underneath him. And then I think we're going to use, do I have it here? I should have it here. I think I've got some of my cheesecloth. And I've got this stuff that might be fun to put in there somehow. Some tape. Be kind of cool. I've got some lace. That'd be kind of cool to put in there somehow. And think that's what I was looking for, was the cheesecloth. I'm going to town here. All right, let's see here. I think what I'd like to do, I'd like to put a strip of this at the bottom. I'm gonna need glue for this. Who knew it was gonna turn into all this, huh? But don't you love these elements? They look so good. I think I'm gonna use a piece of this tape up here. Ooh, I haven't used this one yet. I wonder if I should have put glue underneath there. I think it'll be fine. All right, so we'll use that. And we'll put this down here. Should I put it below the stitching, above the stitching? I don't think a lot of that stitching is gonna show down there. So I think we'll put it below, just below the stitching, just right there on the edge. So we'll need about this much. Is it hot yet? Not yet. Is it hot yet? Not yet. We won't need much of this. I just wanted a little bit. Let's put some foam on him while we're waiting for that to warm up. And that's gonna be cute. Oh, you guys, you're not gonna believe what I just did. This whole little baggie was full of Christmas sequins, and when I lifted it, it all poured in between my tables onto my floor. Let that not be a sign of what my day is going to be like, please. That sucks. So I'll be vacuuming later. All right. Such is life. Such is life of a crafter, right? That was a lot of sequins. Probably about 2 tablespoons, if I had to guess. I might be able to save it. It's not like it's glitter and that I can't pick up the pieces. I can probably save some of that since I just vacuumed. It's not like it's gonna have weird stuff in it. Just cut chunks of this will work just fine. What is it, Gretchen? I can hear her over there mumbling. My doggy was so happy to see me, you guys. It's so funny. My surprisingly, Cash, you guys have all heard Cash, she must have missed me the most. She wouldn't leave me alone for a couple days. She was just in my face. She's not a cuddly cat, my 3-legged cat. But she was those days, man. She just really let me have it. It's nice to know my pets love me. It was pretty funny. Gretchen just about came unglued when I walked through the front door after my trip. She'd never been away from me that long. Of course, I've never been away from her that long either. And she's 11, something like that. So that was a big deal. That was a really big deal. Kids took great care of her. I'm sure she didn't have a moment of want. Well, she probably had a few moments of want because she was here by herself at least part of the time. She had plenty of food and treats. I know the kids took good care of her. All of her wet food was gone. I don't usually give her wet food, so I know she was eaten up. That was one thing I was worried about. When I went on vacation for a weekend, she didn't eat. I came back and there was just as much food in her dish as when I'd left. And so I was really concerned about this strip that she might not eat. So the kids did good. They gave her jerky treats. They gave her soft food. There was less whipped cream in the container, so I know they gave her some of that. She loves her whipped cream. And the kids spent some time cleaning in my kitchen, which was awesome. They rearranged my cabinets and wiped them out, which was fantastic. I had cleaned my refrigerator a bit before I left, but they took it further and cleaned it some more, which was great. Really helpful. It was really nice to come home to that. Extra love. I am digging this. Okay, I am still cutting off this edge. I don't think I'll cut it off. Oops, I taped all the way to the edge. How funny is that? I'm not going to cut it all the way because that cheesecloth is going to be sticking out, and that's fine. Although I need to put something over the edge of that so it doesn't keep sticking to everything. So what can I do there? Just put something like that there. Then I'll glue that down. I don't normally do that, but since I put that tape all the way to the edge, I think that's probably the best idea I can have. And just make sure it doesn't show on this side, and it doesn't. We will, so it doesn't look bad. I'll go ahead and darken that up. All right. Let's get that out of the way before I keep sticking it to myself. I think we'll stick this in here. I'm gonna cut just a tip of that off. Plenty of green there, right? And then this one we'll put here. I still need words and staples. Oh, I was gonna staple that. That's okay, I can still staple that. Or I can staple something else. I don't know what I can staple. Okay, I'm gonna put that there so I don't forget. I need a word still. Actually, there's words on there. I don't need any more words. What? I took care of that already. But you know what I do want to do? I do want to splash some more on here so that all a little more cohesive. And let's go ahead and put, we need a, I don't do it on all of my cards, but I like to have the tab up here on top. Got some glue sticking in there. And that I can staple on. So let's put, I'd really like to use this piece of lace. I could do something different with that. But it would be kind of fun to do that. But I feel like it needs more because that's not substantial enough to be. Maybe like that. But even so, I can't put an eyelet through that. So I'm gonna have to put paper behind it. Can I do that? Why not? This one, I think I wanna make a tab, actually. Where's my tab? Tab. Well, we're gonna make a tab. We're just gonna make one. So I was cutting some E6000 with these the other day that wasn't quite dry. I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have. Kind of messed them up a little. I think it'll come off, but it made them sticky. I'm regretting my choices. Shouldn't have done that. Okay, that's gonna be, actually that's nice. I'm gonna go just a little shorter. And I think I wanna try to, you know what, that's silly, just do it. Do that. And then if I put this, and this over it, what do you think, you guys? Is that nice? Or is that too much? Am I going too far? Am I trying too hard? Doing too much? What do you think? I think it's good. Or should I just leave it plain like that and let the card do its talking? See, I kind of like that too. I'll grunge it up, of course. I think I just like that. We're just gonna go with that. That's simpler. I really want to use this lace though. I really want to use the lace. It's perfect for this project. How can I do it? Can I just stick it in there? Just stick it in there like it's a thing? Will it balance? Will it be okay? Will it be weird? It's a little weird. Should I stick it? Ooh, I could stick it under him, but then it covers up that. I'm gonna leave it alone. We're gonna use that for something else. I don't know what, but you know what? I'm always doing stuff, so I'm sure it'll figure it out. All right, we're almost done. We're still gonna splatter. Need a little more ink. All right, there we go. Now we're gonna put this here. My messy stitches. Okay, and actually we didn't staple here. We're gonna staple here, and we're gonna staple here. That one didn't go through very well. And then this one I'm gonna glue because I'm gonna put an eyelet on it. I could still staple it, I suppose. Just do it down lower. And then we'll put a hole through there. And let's put an eyelet through. Something a little grungy, yeah? Too big? Yeah, I don't like the color. Let's see. I love this one though. Yes, that's the one. That brings that color up and into the project. All right, you guys, that does it. What? So we've got card number 10 in the full deck challenge. This is the second deck. We've got green. We've got circles. You saw me put them there, even though some of them are gone. There's one. And we've got staples. And we've got words. We've got it all. So thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you like it. This was so much fun. Thanks for hanging out and crafting with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll stick around for the next one. And go check out the full deck challenge, the original video, and see what she put together. I hope you guys love it. Have a wonderful day. It's good to see you. Spend time together. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.